Just throw, a couple of carrier pigeons, have them tap in my window. Message says, you are dumbass,
Considering that, well, yeah, if anybody thinks that we're fighting, you have not listened to half of the older ones. We've been through this many times before. This is not a new argument. This isn't even an old argument. This is an ancient argument.
This is an old bag that comes up. I think every other month now we have this issue. Besides,
Actually, we haven't had it so much as a problem for our show because we haven't been doing our show.
Well, that's partly because I think we both, without actually saying it, agreed to take from Thanksgiving to New Year's off.
Oh, I wanted to do something. I was just too exhausted from work.
Yeah, it was an unofficial agreement. We both didn't talk about it. But we both agreed that we were pretty much going to take, this time off. Because we needed some time to recover, the holidays, Trump being elected, Hillary Clinton being a dumbass.
How much time do you think I should take to recover? I'll just shoot myself in the fucking head now. That time is not going to end.
Him working like a dog. Well, working like a dog, that is for him. You haven't worked this much in years, have you?
Not since 2014, no.
Yeah. It's been 2 years.
Back in the stupid time where I was doing bowling Monday night. I was part of War of the Worlds, so I was rehearsing. And in the month of September, I was working 2 jobs.
Yeah, so, you got yourself busy. And you, on one hand, you had the time to do things, but our schedules were so out of sync.
Oh, they're always out of sync.
Yeah,
neither could fucking work, and they'd still be out of sync.
But your schedule was out of sync because you'd get off work, you would be tired, you'd want to do some brain dead stuff, and you'd be passed out by, 7:30, 8 my time. Roughly.
Yeah, I was going to bed at the latest about 10:30.
At the very latest was 11.
Well, and by saying going to bed, I mean going to bed and watching a movie or stuff like that. But I wasn't playing games. I wasn't really on Facebook. I was just unwinding.
Yeah, you were just
times I was up until 1 or 2 in the morning, but I was listening to podcasts and watching a movie or something, so.
Yeah.
But that was all in my bed. I could have drifted off anytime I wanted. Once I get out of this chair, I get amazingly tired fast.
Not sure what that says about you. I wonder what would happen if we got you a stripper and put her in that chair.
What do you mean?
If you get amazingly tired the moment you're out of the chair, what if you have a reason to never leave the chair?
Oh, I'd drop dead after a while.
In other news, a podcaster and warehouse grunt found dead in his own... Oh, now my dog decides to get needy. Fuck off, Mutt. Bless your fuzzy heart.
What do you mean decides to get needy? The moment I start talking to you at night, he starts coming up to you.
I know, he has got serious issues. If I don't give him my full, undivided attention, he gets in my face.
He's got big dar. He knows the moment somebody is it'd be so inconvenient that's the time he goes up and asks for love.
Yeah, he's a jealous box. He is a jealous box. If he was any more jealous, I'm pretty sure he would turn into Envy from Full Metal Alchemist.
And there's our nerd moment of the week.
Hey, you know what? Given how fucking cold it is, I will take any kind of moment as long as it will make me forget my balls are trying to rescend back into my body to stay warm for the winter. Holy shit.
What's the temperature right now?
Temperature...
Just 13 below here right now.
Yeah, exactly.
It was 7 below this morning, which meant it felt like 21 below this morning.
At my place, it was -4 by -4 at 7 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, it was 7 below at 7 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, it was all sorts of fuck my life. Like, there's no better phrase than fuck my life. Because, oh my god. So, everything is frozen. That is what I'm calling this. This is the everything is froze over show. Because, holy crap. It's bad. I mean, the moment the sun... Now, is this... Am I the only one that notices this? But, like, within half an hour of the sun going down, it warms up. Like, it warms up to about 10 degrees. And then immediately plummets to get off the streets.
Sometimes it does, yeah.
I know here...
I know tomorrow, no matter what the temperature is, and I'm actually in a wind chill warning right now, I'm probably going to have to go down to the government office tomorrow, which I'm not looking forward to. And I have to go out to the bank because I need money for laundry and I need groceries.
If it makes you feel any better, I could suffer far worse than you. I have to walk home from work at 10 o'clock tonight. At 10 o'clock at night tomorrow.
Have fun with that.
Yeah, fuck my life.
Do you have your flap hat?
I have beanie. I have hoodies. I have. It's not so much my head I'm worried about keeping warm or my hands. It's the fact that no matter how many layers of jeans I'm gonna put on, my legs are gonna get cold.
Me and Mom saw this over at Walmart. I don't know if they'd have them where you are, but they have fleece pants over there.
I have a pair of fleece pants, but I have to go to work. That's...
Well, yeah, take a pair of pants with you.
Yeah. Something, because, oh my god, it's going to get fucking...
Yeah, put fleece pants on, do you have a backpack?
I do, but it's full of stuff right now. It's full of my legal paperwork and my tax stuff and everything. I put all my important paperwork somewhere I could find it. And organized. Go figure.
Well, if you can find a box or something quick, put it in there. Put your work pants in the bag. That way they won't get so cold. Then just wear your fleece pants. Then just swap them when you get to work.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's just like, oh my god. And tomorrow night, I walk home from work. Saturday night, I walk home from work. Sunday night, I walk to and from work.
Boy, you're just a sucker for punishment, aren't you?
I am not the one who set up that schedule. I'm really kind of pissed off about how that schedule worked out. I don't mind in the summer walking from spring to fall, walking to and from work at night, not a problem. In the winter, all of the fuck you. That is me being nice about that too, because oh my god. Yeah, so everything's froze over. They weren't joking when they were warning about a winter cold snap moving in at the beginning of the year.
Oh yeah, when was it? Because I think we did a show the last time I worked, and it was in the negatives all week.
Yeah.
It was, I think, the week before Christmas, and it was negative all week. And it's like, oh, fuck. That's why, as much as it sucks, now granted, I haven't started my car, but every day that week, like I said, granted, I started my car every day, I never had any problems with my battery or anything.
Yeah.
I should be going out there and running it at least a little bit in this weather, but...
A little bit. Something. But
I just cannot get motivated. I was so sore Saturday and Sunday from beating myself up at work that I'm actually kind of glad. They said that they might call me, and I kind of chuckled that I'm probably getting a call on Monday. I think I said it enough. Now they don't want to call me, and I can't be happier. Because my whole body just, on Saturday, my whole body just crashed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking cold.
Yes, it is.
Even now,
I'm gonna close down Weatherbug. I don't want to see that temperature anymore.
Makes you feel more and more depressed. Yeah.
Well, it's making me depressed because I know I need groceries, and I know there's no way I could survive out there long enough to get them.
Yeah. That's part of why it took me. I left at like 2:30. I got back here at, about 4:30. Took me 2 hours because, running to the bank, and I stopped to buy some food.
Yeah.
Probably not my wisest decision. I should have just ordered out.
I've been thinking, because I've got a couple of Pizza Hut coupons, I've been thinking about ordering it and getting it delivered, but I don't want to force somebody to drive in this. Yes, it would be amazing to have a hot supper, but I'm not going to force somebody to drive in this weather. Mm-hmm. If I wouldn't drive in it, I don't want to force somebody to drive in it for me.
Yeah.
Now, if it was something like Hy-Vee, which I have heard about, that they will deliver your groceries, and I've actually been thinking about that the past couple of days. If I didn't have to get laundry money or something, and my bank is literally a quarter block away from Walmart, I probably would have done it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Groceries are one thing I prefer to go to and buy, because then I can at least see it.
Ironically, we're talking about how everything is frozen over, and I see an article here from, what is it, the Thrillist, about the states with the worst winters.
And Minnesota's number one.
Yeah, actually, if I remember right, Minnesota is number one on this list.
I read that earlier.
Yep. Michigan is number 2. Alaska's number 3. We
beat Alaska.
Yeah. Where is Washington on this list? I'm deeply curious, because I'm going to call
sure.
Washington is at 18. Okay.
You're in the top half.
Yeah, except they're only basing it on Seattle. Fucking
yeah, if they based it on Wenatchee and in the valley, you'd be higher than that.
If they actually based it on the rest of the state, as the rest of the state exists. And see, that's the kind of crap that is the kind of crap that really makes me want Washington to split into 2 states some days.
Well, if you look at that, I believe when they're talking about Minnesota, they're talking about the Twin Cities.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
Here's, here's the metropolitan areas ranked. Okay, that's a different list. We'd probably still come in the top 5 if it was statewide. In fact, I'd bet money on it.
Yeah.
Although then us in Michigan might flip. But,
be very close. Yeah, Washington would move up a few ranks on that list if they actually did the rest of the fucking state. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It's just one of those preconceptions that pisses me off, is the rest of the state of Washington does exist. It's not just Seattle. I mean, yeah. Hell, people keep forgetting that Seattle is not the people keep thinking Seattle is the capital of Washington.
That's because they don't often hear about Olympia.
Yeah.
When they hear about, they don't even hear about by name. When they hear about Olympia, or what's the other one? Tacoma, they hear about the Tri-Cities. Mm-hmm. It's like when you hear about, now people may know that St. Paul is the capital of Minnesota, but if they've never heard it before, they would think the Twin Cities were, because when you hear about Minnesota capital, and weather, they talk about weather in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
So that's one of the, because what was it? KOMO, I think, is a station out there.
Como, yeah.
Yeah, we used to get Como when we were on CSAT satellite. And I know my mom and dad probably knew it, and I know I did too. But when we would watch it, everything was Tri-City.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you look at the map, those cities are pretty far apart. But it's just like within an hour and a half, you have these three big cities, so they just are one conglomerate now.
Yeah.
It's like saying that Spokane and Coeur d'Alene are the twin cities. They're actually, I would guess, between Seattle and Tacoma, even Seattle and Tacoma are further away than Coeur d'Alene and Spokane. But if you drive from Coeur d'Alene to Spokane at night, like I did, you would never know that you weren't in a city because that entire stretch is lit up.
You don't even realize you've crossed state lines half the time. Yeah,
no, you don't.
And
it's like, great, I'm driving, it's late, I can't see things apart from me, but I just left a city, and it's all bright. Who would light up like 30 miles of road for no reason?
Yeah. Apparently
these two states would. It's like, who was the poor fucker who did the mystery fencing in Montana?
Oh, God.
If you go on Amtrak and you on the Empire Builder and you look out, if you're coming from from Washington to Minnesota, so if you're looking out the right, almost all of that is fenced out.
Yeah.
The state takes 24 fucking hours to cross, and it's all fenced.
Yeah.
Who does that? The same idiots who put 30 miles worth of streetlights. It's like, it's a total mindfuck when you go through it because you can't imagine that the distance between those two cities, especially on the map, it doesn't look very far. That takes so long to go from one to the other.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. Trust me. I'm living in Washington my whole life. I've sat there and went, there are some issues with this state.
Oh yeah. Living there, I will say this: it's a beautiful area to live.
Yeah, when it's not trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. Washington is kind of the Australia of America.
I still have to laugh. I heard more times than I've probably ever heard in my life, watch out for black widows, watch out for black widows, watch out. I saw a baby black widow one time in 12 years.
Yeah.
I never saw another one. It's like, to think about it, you'd hear it and be like, yeah, you're going into the American, Australia. There are black widows, at every street corner. We'll catch flies for food. They're everywhere. And yet,
we'll catch flies for food. That's a tagline right there.
And actually, it's the most redundant sign that I've ever thought of. So, yeah. But you get the point. It's like, everybody you talk to, it's like, when you come to Minnesota, the big thing is watch out for ticks, for Lyme disease or whatnot. Unless you go walking buck naked out in the state park, there aren't many ticks around. But to hear people talking about it, you'd think they were everywhere. And same with black widows. Now, I know in your bunker, there were quite a few.
Supposedly. Yeah.
When you opened it up, I saw the web. Oh, that was gorgeous. But I didn't see any of the spiders. So, aside from when we lived in 106, the sprinklers in Cherry Ridge, there was a baby black widow in one of them. That is the only time I ever saw one. It's like, okay. Yeah, this thing's real dangerous. The fingernail on my pinky is bigger than this thing.
By the way, the context, and I'm not going to put any context. That is now a quote I'm putting up. By the way, we'll catch flies for food. Raven Rendell, 2017. There will be no context to that. So when I post this episode on YouTube,
That's going to be the title?
No, the title is Everything is Froze Over Show, but that's going to be like a little sub-tag line in there. Uh,
Well, what you need to do is find one of those peacock spiders
oh,
and
God.
put a little cardboard box in its hands and put that on there. That meme would catch on, and you know it.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
Everything is froze?
Everything is froze over.
Froze over. Trying to match the titles.
Yeah.
Is that 2 words or 1?
2 words.
Okay. That is a weird, yeah. I'll give you the link to that so you can link to the podcast too. Yeah, that was... The worst thing about Wenatchee, to be perfectly honest, was winter when we'd get freezing rain. You try stopping a downhill car when the roads are frozen.
I'm crazy. I'm not stupid.
Well, when you have to go out, you become stupid. You remember, I had to deliver newspapers and that shit.
True. Very true.
I would go down, I don't remember what road that was, the road that ends up at the 4-way light with the 7-Eleven.
Which side? Wenatchee or East Wenatchee side?
East Wenatchee.
Oh,
Where the inn is.
I want to say 5th Street?
I think so. We used to go down that way, and I would brake not much beyond where we would turn, and I would sometimes slide through the intersection.
Oh, yeah. I mean, hell, it's like going down Ferry Street to, the 7-Eleven on the Wenatchee side. And, you could start braking at the top of the hill, and you'd stop at the bottom of the hill.
Oh, yeah.
And that's a recent, and that was going on recent because, the city finally got a new contract for salting the roads, so there were actual cars braking at the top of the hill, sliding all the way down, and finally stopping at the light.
Oh, yeah. If you had any speed whatsoever, you could not stop.
Yeah. That's why
it is very dangerous.
That's why I kind of laugh, because at the top of the hill now, there's now on both sides where it crosses the Ferry Street. There's now you touch the button and it lights up and warns people there are pedestrians crossing. You know how hard it is for a car to stop in a winter when it's not sanded or plowed?
Oh, I know full well how hard it is.
Yeah, I was waiting at the crosswalk for 10 minutes going, I'm waiting for this traffic to break up first. I'm crazy. I ain't stupid. Oh yeah, no, it's ridiculous how cold it's been.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that are cold, there are. I love some of the reactions that because it's the beginning of the year. Now we can officially talk about games of 2016, because there was a lot of games, and I know we've gotten around to a lot of things over the past year. I mean, right now, hell, Blizzard is doing their 20th anniversary for Diablo in everything right now.
Yeah. Oh, apparently, I don't know when this happened, but apparently I have StarCraft.
Yes, I saw that in the Discord.
When I installed it though, it says I can install it and I can play games, but I can't access the campaigns.
Oh, that means
when did they do that?
That means you don't actually have the game. You have the trial edition.
I wasn't able to install that up until maybe 6 months ago.
Yeah, the trial edition is they've expanded the trial edition significantly. Actually, as I think about it.
Yeah, because I think I installed it once before and I couldn't do anything with it.
Yeah. Well, and that happens. Oh.
Oh, and incidentally, I tried Smite Tactics.
Yes, you were telling me about that. Now, and send me.
It's actually, I think you would enjoy it.
Now, do you still have a spare code? Send that over to me because
Yes.
what I'll do is I will actually do a review of it because fuck them. It's still in beta.
Oh,
I don't care.
There's somebody that's live streaming it right now.
Oh, okay, cool. Means I
So-
would have to like put a shirt on before I start streaming.
Oh, you might get more hits if you don't.
No, I'm not a cam whore, thank you. I'm not like the streamer who had a sex change and went from being a decent guy to a cam whore. I'm not like that, thank you. Even though I have the tits already, there is this whole thing called hair.
You have bigger tits, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I probably do have bigger tits. Let's be honest, I probably. Yeah.
It actually was very nice, but it's got the same problem. There was something else that we did this with. The problem is you have to PvP if you want to level or do quests.
So it runs into the same issue as Chaos and Order.
Well, Smite, the actual game, that's why I stopped playing it. It's because I can't level because I don't like PvP.
Yeah.
So it's actually a fairly fun game. And it's one, if it stays free, maybe I'll come on and knock out 2 or 3 AI games just for fun.
Yeah.
But especially since Arachne is a card. But yeah, I'm not going to play it.
You and your love of Spider-Girls, I swear.
Oh, yeah. Come on. The only thing I've done in Smite all last year, they had something going on where they had metallic skins.
Yeah.
I actually spent $20 and got Arachne's, and oh, she looks awesome.
That somehow doesn't surprise me. I don't know why.
Oh. If I could figure out how to buy her card right there, I would. But
yeah, I'm trying to sort out my budget enough so I can get away with buying a game that's coming up on the 24th. That I have pre-ordered, but I haven't finished paying it off. And when that comes out, yeah, I don't care what my work schedule is like. I'm going to be streaming a lot of that.
What game?
Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Final chapter prologue. Yeah.
I've never tried Kingdom Hearts.
It's such a weird title. Is Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue?
Is that for PC or is that only for console?
That is for console only. It's actually for PS4 only.
Fuck.
That's why I'm. But because I finally have the workaround, so I don't need to buy a card to stream my my console to my computer. That took a little bit of jiggery pokery, but I got the workaround running. Thank you. Rather proud of myself on that one.
There you go.
Yeah, so now I can actually stream my console. I can actually stream my console, not from my console, but from my computer, and talk with you over like Discord or whatever while playing the game.
One thing I would like to do that I was looking at, just to get, is they have a co-op AI versus AI option in StarCraft.
Oh yeah.
Where it's 2 against 2. I would like to try a couple of games with you. Against AI, because I know I suck. I want us to at least have a fair chance. But I have not played co-op versus AI in StarCraft. And there's to do it solo.
Yeah.
So I think that'd be fun.
It could be
see
interesting.
what we can do there. Yeah.
Well, I know they opened up for. I love how we're bouncing around back and forth so much, but for StarCraft, you've got the trial edition. You can access and actually play like the arcade stuff and whatnot. So you and me could actually play together.
Yeah.
And we'll probably do that later because you do have a massive love for Warcraft, Warcraft
Yes.
3, and StarCraft
I've
3
got
is not that much
Warcraft
different.
3, and where was I? Where did I leave off with that?
Oh, and you bastard! You're going to go see Princess Mononoke tomorrow, aren't you?
I have to. It's on the 5th and on the 9th, but there isn't a showing here on the 9th. So if I go, I have to go tomorrow.
That reminds me, I should actually look that up because I should double check and see Sun Theaters. There we go. Sun Basin Theaters. There we go. Anyways, yeah, because I don't think my local theater is actually playing it, but it's good to see.
They might have a Fathom Theater though, and if they do, they will probably be playing Turner Classic Movies.
No.
If they are, no. If they have a Fathom, Turner Classic Movies are one of the events, and The Princess Bride is going to be playing next year.
Yeah. That's not here. Like, wow, there is not a single fucking movie I want to see at the Megaplex.
There really isn't anything I want to see either. I was thinking about Doctor Strange, but now that I know we have like a $5 theater, I'm just going to wait and hopefully it'll be warm enough. I'll see it down there.
Actually, I take that back. There is 2 movies I technically want to see at the local cinema, at the local Megaplex, but I probably can wait. Yeah, see. Doctor Strange at the Liberty. Along with Fantastic Beasts. Why is it the movies I'm more interested in seeing are playing at the more local theater? But yeah, no, there's
because the more local theater is smart enough to know what people want.
True.
The Megaplex is just showing everything in the hope somebody will come to all of it.
Actually, they aren't showing everything. That's kind of, I want to know what the hell they are smoking as they like run the place, but whatever. Yeah, no, there's nothing coming up that I really care to see. All right, never mind. Fuck you.
On the other side, you've seen the Doctor Who Christmas special, and I haven't.
Yes, I have. Now, okay, and I will, and since we are just bouncing all over the place today, because
that's what we always do.
Yeah, but we're a little worse than normal. Now, the Doctor Who Christmas special, I'm not going to spoil it, but it is, of the Christmas specials, I want to say, the weakest. Because, especially after last year's, the Husbands of River song, oh my god. You did see the Husbands of River song, right?
I saw bits of it, yeah.
It's been a year. How have you not seen the whole thing?
I've tried watching it a couple of times, and I just can't get interested in it.
Then the Return of Dr. Mysterio really... well, no, actually, I take that back. The Return of Dr. Mysterio would probably actually interest you more because it's less Doctor Who and more superhero.
Well, it's just something in the vein of what's going on right now.
Oh, no, like, literally, superhero.
Yeah, but you can bet that hearing all about all the superhero movies the past 2 or 3 years kind of nudged them, hey, why don't we do one? And since we're only doing one this year, why don't we just have it be the Christmas special?
Yeah. It really is the weakest of the Christmas specials. At least to me. I know other American audience members are like, oh my god, it's so good, da-da-da-da. And I'm just sitting there going, eh. I've got the same attitude as the British when it comes to it. It's like, eh.
Well, we've been having that problem lately, though, which is why we wanted to do this show. Captain America Civil War.
Oh, yeah. Something we've both seen, and that's...
And something that everybody listening to can see because it is on Netflix right now.
Yeah.
I've watched it twice. First time because, hey, fuck it, hadn't watched. I still haven't seen Age of Ultron, but Netflix refuses to get that. So it's like, I wonder if I could. I can rent it on YouTube, but it's $15.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, what? Because that's how I saw Winter Soldier. Was I went on YouTube. It's called Marvel Movies, and it's $3 over there, and that, hey, fuck it, that's the price of a DVD. Sure.
Yeah.
And I think Winter Soldier was a very good film. Mainly because Toby Jones was in it again.
Yep.
I still think Toby Jones can stay around. But I just loved his little, his moment in that show I thought was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I haven't seen Age of Ultron, which really is the only movie I have to see because Thor and Hulk aren't in it, so I don't have to watch. What is the second one?
Ragnarok?
No, that's the one that's coming out, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Thor 2.
The one with Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah, I will remember what it's called here in a minute, but yeah, I still haven't seen that
Yeah,
one.
I haven't seen it, but I don't have to see it for this movie. So, yeah. Age of Ultron, I need to see yet. And I want to. But if you haven't seen Age of Ultron, honestly, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Because when I looked at, like, they have the scene where they're showing all the horrors that have been wrought by the attacks. And aside from New York, I didn't recognize any of them.
Yeah.
So it's like, don't worry about it. This is just showing footage that could be from anything. Once you figure that out, the plot is decent. It's a good movie.
Yeah.
I think this is the first one where I really noticed how long it was going, though. These movies are 2.5 hours long, and this is the first one I've seen
Where it actually felt like 2.5 hours of your life.
2.5. Even with in Winter Soldier, with all the exposition and stuff, there were enough things that broke it up to keep it like Armin Zola.
Yeah.
You know, there wasn't an Armin Zola scene really in this movie.
No.
Where you have like 30 or 40 minutes of exposition, but here's this really cool thing.
Well, okay, and
it's only 3 minutes, but it breaks it up.
Well, and going back to not like the Age of Ultron, but going back to the Winter Soldier, even with the exposition scene that they were giving us with Armin Zola, there was other stuff going on that you picked up on a subtle notion until the big reveal of, oh, wait, by the way, the entire time I've been monologuing like a standard supervillain, it's actually a trap to kill you all. Bye-bye!
Which is why something tells me that Armin... That may have been a satellite for him, but that was not his final consciousness. He's out there somewhere.
I really hope that wasn't his final appearance. That would really suck if it was, because
it would be funny.
Yeah,
but considering Armin, I think that would be a huge
waste.
Huge. Well, who was the guy? We've talked about this. Baron Stucker.
Baron Stucker, yeah,
was in the credits.
Yeah.
Did he do? Shouldn't he be around somewhere?
He was. They were. That's who they were attacking in the beginning of the movie. In the beginning of Age of Ultron. Yeah.
Oh. Because that's a waste of a character too. Then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the thing is you didn't get why they were doing that unless you watched Agents Marvel of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yes, I just fucked that up. Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There we go. But, yeah, I mean, the problem is they interwove that in such a way that you had to watch the TV show to get why they were there. Otherwise, it's like, the fuck? Yeah. But with Civil War, the entire movie was pretty much a big build-up to reveal Spider-Man and Black Panther. That's all that movie was. It was kind of
both of which played very well.
It was kind of like how the Thor movie was just a build-up to Avengers. Civil War was just a build-up pretty much to, introduce the new Avengers team and to reveal Black Panther and Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man, I'm kind of on the fence about the new Spider-Man movie, because what we're gonna get is, I know we're getting the Vulture. I'm trying to remember who's playing the Vulture.
I just read that today, and I can't remember either. It caught me by surprise because I didn't know they were in it.
Spider-Man Homecoming. Wikipedia. Thank you, my friend. One of the few times where Wikipedia is useful. Michael Keaton is playing the Vulture.
Yes, because I remember hearing him...
Now...
article flowing around about why he left Batman. That's in the final paragraph of that is that he's playing the Vulture.
Now, the what I find is really funny, really funny, is, okay, Michael Keaton's playing the Vulture. If you've seen, that, I even talked about it during one episode. It was an indie film he did, and it was actually really good. It was kind of Michael Keaton making fun of himself for when he played Batman, and that's what the movie was. And how he was, it was actually a really good movie. But he played. Oh, it was Birdman.
Yes.
Yeah. Was a Birdman or the. I don't want to say Curious Case, but it was something. I'll remember the full title of like after the show. But he played. I mean, he played. Birdman. It was like, that's kind of funny and cute. So him playing the Vulture is just like, oh my god, really? So
it's a natural fit.
He went from one bird character to another, and now the best part is he's now been in DC and he's now in Marvel.
Yeah. And he's playing a big character in both.
Yeah.
I got a little bit into the Aunt May one, although I kind of glossed over that the second time I watched it. Him in the fight scene was totally comic book Spider-Man. Yeah. In a way that most other... in fact, I don't think I've seen any live action movie do it this well.
Now, the one that makes me kind of scratch my head is, who is Donald Glover going to play in that movie?
Homecoming?
Yeah. It's not the Donald Glover you're thinking. The only thing I can think of is he might be playing Miles Morales, which would be weird. Because that'd be way too soon to introduce Miles Morales, but yeah, who knows. For those who aren't in
They're trying to capitalize on the marketing.
Well, no, because Miles Morales, for those who aren't kind of like paying attention, is the new Spider-Man in the comics.
You know what? Looking at him, I'm not sure who he would play.
That's why I'm kind of like, what? Miles Morales and Donald Glover also plays Miles Morales in the Spider-Man cartoon, the most recent one. So well,
it'd be a good move for him to make that, because it'd be a voice at least people were familiar with.
Now, I have to ask, have you seen the Spider-Man Homecoming trailer?
I think I did.
I find it really funny because, well, you would recognize it because the trailer opens up with a bank robbery, and all the robbers have masks of Iron Man, Thor.
Yes.
Yeah, the Hulk, Captain America, and Spider-Man makes his wise ass comment about all of them. So it's one of those things, and. So I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not I want to see the movie, but with Michael Keaton playing the Vulture, it's like, yeah, might as well.
Yeah, I would probably see it. But I just loved, because one of the things in Earth's Mightiest Heroes, when Spider-Man was in the cartoon when he was more active, they brought that up a lot. Yeah. Why the fuck are you talking, kid? Just shut up and fight. That's been something... every villain at some point in Spider's career is like, look, you're a cool dude, shut the fuck up and fight. So for the fact that finally in a movie we have a chatterbox Spider-Man, I thought was great.
We not only
because that's the character we have not seen, and I think we can thank Deadpool for that. Because Deadpool did that a lot.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. I mean, that's always been kind of we kind of got that with Spider-Man, with the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and with the Andrew Garfield. He was a little bit of a chatterbox, but he wasn't as much as he should have been.
But this is the start. This is before the fight starts, and he's even going when the fight is over.
Yeah,
that is one of the greatest scenes where he's like, "No, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done." He just kind of curls up. It's like he is always on from the moment that scene starts. Even when it's done, he's still trying to be on. I think that's cool. I think that's really good. I think that's the Spider-Man, at least in the fight, that I've been looking for. Tobey Maguire, I haven't seen the third one, but the first two were very well done. I liked them.
Okay.
I thought they were good.
But as a general consensus...
Something was just missing with that.
As a general consensus that almost all of geekdom, agrees upon, we don't talk about the third Spider-Man movie.
It sounds like it's too busy. There's too much in it.
It's too busy, there's too much in it, and there's too many notes where you sit there and go, it's bullshit. Emo Peter Parker. Emo singing and dancing Peter Parker.
Yeah, that was the gift that sunk that thing.
Yeah.
Because that was part of the trailer. It's like, the moment people saw that, it's like, yeah, no.
Yeah. I mean, we get.
Well, it was like, what was Andrew Garfield with the black Electro?
Damian Wayne.
Everybody lost their shit on that, and I still haven't seen that. But from what I've seen, that Electro looks cool.
See, I didn't care that Electro was black, and the fact they were pulling elements from the Ultimate Spider-Man comic line, I didn't care about that. What I cared about was they basically turned him into Dr. Manhattan. That's what I cared about.
That's going too far, because that isn't what he is.
Yeah. And that's what I cared about, and that's where I had problems.
Yeah. Oh, I can see that, yeah.
Now, also, mind you, that they recently released... Well, okay, I say recently, and this happened back in August, and it kind of slipped under the radar for all of us, is that the Justice League Comic-Con trailer got put out there for everyone to see, with Ben Affleck and Jason Momoa and the Flash, the guy who's going to play the Flash in the movie. And I'm kind of... I have
not seen that yet.
Good thing I can send that to you real quick, sir.
Yeah.
Because that's also something I'm kind of like, that looks actually pretty good. Now, where's my message button? There's my message button.
I will say this. Trace Bellew of Movie Signed with the Mads really enjoys Ben Affleck Batman.
Yeah.
He thinks that he did a really good job.
Well, and that's my thing is, honestly, when I heard Ben Affleck was, slated to be Batman, I was like, okay, this could be interesting. Because he can do the superhero thing if the script is good. Now, Batman versus Superman, he played Batman brilliantly. Just the rest of the movie sucked. That's the problem there. But yeah, and because the movie sucked so much that they've been kind of like waffling back and forth on whether or not they're actually going to have a Batman solo film. Still, I mean, they're still waffling on that, and it really makes me sad. But the Justice League trailer that they released, that they chopped together and built for Comic-Con, looks really, really good. Hopefully, it's going to be better than Suicide Squad. Have you gotten around to seeing Suicide Squad yet?
Not yet, no.
I would say...
And mainly because, again, I can't watch it for cheap. If it ever gets on Netflix, oh hell yeah, that'll be one of the first things I do.
And I know we talked about Suicide Squad a ways back, but Suicide Squad had a lot of potential, had a lot to live up to, and it was just so disjointed even for Suicide Squad. I mean, it's not a bad movie, it's not a good movie, but it's not a bad movie. But it could have been so much better. Yeah, when you get a chance, look at the Justice League trailer, because, I mean, it looks...
I'm watching it now. Well, the scene with Flash and Batman I'd already seen before.
I couldn't... So,
It wasn't this long, but I've seen bits of this scene before.
Yeah. So, I'm kind of... it's sort of like... Hugh Jackman is debating if he wants to do a Deadpool versus Wolverine movie, which needs to happen.
Well, and the thing with that is, a lot of people have said, well, he can't do it because he said Logan would be his last one. He said that last year.
Well, actually, there's an
As
article
in,
that...
Well, no, like in 2015, he was already talking about this being his last movie.
Yeah.
That was before Deadpool came out.
Well, and...
He probably heard of Deadpool. It's like, oh, yeah, that'll never take off.
Well, and then... No, there's an article that just came out today. Yeah, it just came out today.
Oh, yeah. It came out yesterday, too. I read that.
Yeah, Hugh Jackman says he's hesitating on retiring as Wolverine because Ryan Reynolds wants a Wolverine Deadpool movie.
Yeah, but the reasoning behind it is he already said Logan would be the last. Yeah, he said it. He said that like 3 years ago that he would do the X-Men, and then he had one more Logan story or Wolverine story he wanted to do. He never even, I'm sure, when he said that, Deadpool was just a broken trailer floating around.
Yeah.
Now that has an audience, I think it would be good for him to do it. Even just make a fucking cameo on it. You don't need to be Wolverine the whole thing through. Just do like a Lobo versus Superman. Have them get together, have a few beers, get drunk, beat the snot of each other, and salute and walk off.
Yeah.
That's their whole relationship in a nutshell anyway.
Yeah.
It's not like that would depress. And then he could say, Logan was my last movie as Wolverine because it was the last full movie.
Yeah.
Yes, he made an appearance in this one, but it wasn't a full movie. I think that would be the kick. I don't think he needs to be in the whole movie. In fact, I think it would be worse if he did. Because then, if the movie goes over well, then you've got fucking Wolverine who's omnipresent in everything, like he was in all the X-Men's and whatnot. You don't need a character like that in Deadpool. You have it already. Deadpool is going to be the driving motion of that and possibly some other films to come. He can resume the role that Wolverine is leaving. The character is that good.
Yeah.
That I think if they want to do more crossovers like this in the X world, they need to put Deadpool in those positions.
Yeah.
And then look at it, it's like, well, we can't have him. Yeah, you shouldn't have had Wolverine in all these fucking things either. You have everything that is classified as a mutant, these people can use. That gives you so much you can use, and they're not looking at it. They need to rethink what they're doing with that. So,
yeah,
I just hate Wolverine. Everybody knows that. Wolverine disgusts me.
Yeah.
He's just everywhere. I don't mind the character, but my God, talk about being oversaturated.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't blame you. I mean, he is everywhere.
Yeah.
He has done everything. And that can be problematic.
Yeah, because then you get overly dependent.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what are they going to do for X films now that Because wasn't it in Apocalypse where you just saw him from the back or something?
No. You haven't seen Apocalypse yet either, have you?
No, I haven't. Again, it ain't on anything I can get to yet.
He pops up for more than just, from the back kind of thing. But that's okay.
You're talking about the person who hasn't seen Days of Future Past because I can't get over the fact they kill Blink.
Oh, God.
I can't help it. Blink. I like Blink. I actually just got a T-shirt with her. I actually had a Silk Screener in like '93 make me a couple of shirts. These are the first T-shirts I've seen in over 23 years. So yeah, fuck yes, I'm gonna get a couple of them.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah. I love how we briefly glossed over games.
Yeah. Well, we haven't been doing much. I mean, the only thing we've done is
Heroes of the Storm.
We took you through Heroes of the Storm, and now you actually are playing that more often.
Yeah. Well, I've been bouncing between that and Diablo because I'm kind of burnt out with Overwatch right now. I will get back to that here soon, but I'm burnt out with that. I'm burnt out. I want
to do Overwatch only because I'm at 120.
Yeah.
And at 121, I get the new faceplate.
Oh, yeah.
If I can get that, yeah, I'll probably... But we're both burnt out on Warcraft.
Yeah, I see, and this is something I've been talking about, and we both been talking about this, actually, is if I get the money together and I can get Final Fantasy 14, so I can get not only Final Fantasy 14, the base game, but the expansion, I'm probably going to actually move my sub from WoW for a while over to that, because it's the same price.
And I don't know if they have realms. If they do, I'd love to have you on mine, because I do have a character on there.
They do have realms on Final Fantasy 14. Actually, I have an invite from Mufasa Prime, a streamer and Twitch guy, and a guy I talk to and whatnot. And even Thor, who I've been playing games with and hanging out in his stream and doing streaming stuff with him, has said, well, why don't you go head over to Final Fantasy 14? And I really do want to play it. It's just right now my finances, because it's the middle of winter, are kind of strapped.
Yeah, this is, even if you have a good job and not many bills, winter is really hard.
Yeah. So it's...
I need to figure out what I forgot that they had fantasy... I forgot that they had an expansion. I'm not sure if I got it.
Heaven's Sword. Heaven's Ward.
Last year, about the beginning of the year, they had a deal where you could get it for like 60% off.
Yeah, well, and
so
during the entire Steam winter sale, I mean, it was like $20 for the basic and the expansion, but it's just like, I don't really have... I'm very carefully managing my budget. And with an upcoming PS4 game I want to buy, and this and that, I'm very carefully managing my budget so I can get that game. Switching things around would be not financially viable right now.
I can't figure out how to log into. Oh, here we go.
That and the fact that I kind of wanted to buy it through the Square Enix store. And it doesn't the Square Enix store does not want to work for me for some reason. I don't know why. It's kind of curious. There we go.
I'm trying to figure out how I log in.
Okay. How do I log in? How do I do?
Well, I tried logging in with my Facebook, and it's not on. Now, I know I have an account because I played it.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Create account.
Isn't this thrilling?
Oh yeah, it can be. But no, I've been wanting to play Final Fantasy 14, because one, it's kind of a niche thing. I mean, I do occasionally love a good niche game to play, but the fact that WoW just, and you know what, this is nothing actually against WoW. This is nothing actually against WoW. WoW has a lot of stuff still going on. It has a lot of goodies all over, especially with the Diablo 20th anniversary stuff going on. But my thing is, I've played WoW for so long that I think I honestly need to just take a break. A legitimate, honest to the gods break from WoW. Like, unsub, uninstall, just let it sit there and be like, Met, I'm good for a while. And then pick it back up later.
The only thing I would like to do, if we can do it, is get that cow level thing.
Oh, yeah, and that's...
Because you do get a toy with it. And it'd just be like, you know what? If we can pull that off, good on it, then I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah. Well, and here soon their next patch is coming out, and that's, what is that? That is, I think that comes out on the 17th or the 24th, somewhere around there. Actually, if it comes out on the 24th, that's not a surprise. Fucking Blizzard. Given what else comes out on the 24th, fucking Blizzard.
What comes out on the 24th?
Kingdom Hearts 2.8 and Resident Evil 7.
Oh.
Yeah. Two big games that they know is going to pull people away for a little while, especially in the middle of winter. And they're going to try to, fight that with, oh, by the way, we've got this new patch coming out. As Blizzard normally does. Because we all know Resident Evil 7 is going to pull a lot of people away for some time. Even I'm kind of like, I kind of want Resident Evil 7, but... yeah, that's just kind of here. But with the Diablo 20th anniversary going on, there's a lot of stuff going on. Holy crap. Because it's across all their games. Like in Diablo 3 itself, they've got a rebuilt first level, where you get to go back through Old Tristram, fight the Butcher, all that fun stuff. In StarCraft, they've got a portrait you can earn. In just logging into Overwatch, you get goodies there. In WoW is where they went all out. Holy crap, did they go all out? Where you chase down a treasure goblin. And that treasure goblin, if you kill it before it runs away like a little bitch, will actually take you to the secret cow level. Dun dun dun. And the secret cow level has the Cow King, or the King Cow or something like that, which is a kind of a mini boss sort of thing, and you get toys and this and that. So it's like, okay, that's cool. I'm actually really sad that they didn't go more all out in Diablo 3 for it.
Where is it? I've got it on my computer.
Oh, God.
I'm almost certain I do. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, and of course I haven't updated it since last year.
Yeah.
No, it says I don't own Final Fantasy, even though it's sitting right here on my computer.
Weird. You might want to double check that. It might ask for like account recovery or something.
Square Enix ID.
Fuck,
what is that?
Well, when was the last time you logged into Square Enix?
Well, just now to see what I have, but apparently the only thing I have on that is the day that David Bowie died, they had Omnicron for free. That's the only thing showing in my account.
And that still reminds me, I never did pick up that game. My bad. I think I got oh yeah, I was busy working that day. Okay. And when I got off work, I was dead to the world, because I was still working at hell. And where I worked was hell. Okay.
I don't...
Dun, 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 dun,
What is the Square Enix ID?
Oh, what is your Square Enix ID? I don't know your Square Enix ID. There we go.
Yeah, wait for the program to respond. Come on.
Dun, 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 dun. Whatever.
Square Enix Support Center. Oh, fuck.
Anyways, while we are sorting that out, is there anything else that tickles your fancy, wiggles your brain, or makes you want to, talk?
Well, I did find out that the game I was describing to you is Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh.
And it's free. If you buy it, you can play it, because I could make a character, log in, and play the game.
I think we talked about how much I did not like the Elder Scrolls Online during beta.
Oh, one thing that we haven't talked about that was quite interesting was Dragon's Age.
Oh, yes. So, we both have kind of gotten into Dragon's Age. Well, okay, I've been into it before, but we now both have it on the computer. So, it's kind of a, like, ah, crap. Okay, there's that. I want to... Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there's that. Orders. Okay. Yeah, so... Okay. I've played Dragon's Age before, and I've played Dragon's Age Inquisition, and I kind of vaguely remember Dragon's Age 2, and... but it's kind of fun to actually, like, listen to him kind of, go squeal over the game. It is actually kind of fun to listen to you squeal over the game. Because that's been eating his life. Oh, boy, is that... What was it? Yesterday, it's like, you should probably be going to bed. Oh, I can play for a little bit longer. Oh, you should probably go to bed.
I only played it that one day. But that's because I've been really tired.
Yeah.
Well, now... Is there a separate login from the Square Enix store and Final Fantasy?
I think so.
Oh, fuck.
Did you, like, do something and forget you did something?
I do not know how to log in.
Uh-oh. That's problematic.
Forgot ID or password. Yes.
Well, kids, that's been this episode.
This is why you have and I used to. This is why you have a notepad with your accounts and your login.
And you throw in random passwords just in case somebody does actually get in there and go, well, what's the real password? Ha 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 ha, bitches. That way they can't actually get into your computer too easily.
I want my password. Forgot your ID or password. Yes, I forgot my ID. Oh, if you have... Oh, okay.
Okay. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's funnier than hell.
This is so fucked up.
That big of an issue, huh? Yeah, it would cost me 40 fucking bucks. Jesus. Not counting the fressin. Wait, what's that? Yeah, it would cost me $40. You know, I think I do even. I think I do have Final Fantasy 14 on my PS4. I just don't have the account set up. So I bought the game. I just never set up the account. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Anyways, and he is horribly distracted now. So I think that's probably where we actually ought to close out the show, since he's distracted trying to figure out how to get back into things.
It is so convoluted.
Case in point.
Yeah.
So, you know what? It's actually for a first episode of the new year. This is not that bad.
No.
No, I mean, because we went all over the place. All over the place. And yet, we actually kind of had to, you know, kind of a thing. Why we may give up for or in oh yeah, there was a little bit in between that, wasn't there? Yeah.
I wonder if it's on a different email.
Possibly.
It still wouldn't help because all I can do is
I like that. I like that little sub headline. Upcoming games will be eating souls, or in Chaos's case, eating his time. Because we all know I'm soulless, because I'm a ginger. With the beard right now, my gingerness is showing.
I'm sure.
And yes,
Okay,
me with a beard is an interesting experience in and of itself. But anyways,
you know what? If I have to buy that again, I will. It's not all that much.
For the guy. Anyways, so that's going to probably do it for this week, and then we will try to do a show next week once I get my schedule. And plus other little things here and there, so on and so forth, yada yada yada, etc. ad nauseum. I hope everyone has a good week, and we will talk to you later. So long, and thanks for all the fish.